With God Valley's climax coming very soon, I decided to rank everyone on God Valley in terms of strength to give you guys a good overview of the power structure on the island. So strap in because I'm about to get real in depth with this video. But before I do get into the video, if you guys do enjoy content like this, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe, as I do post content like this regularly, and to be honest, it's a win-win. You guys show me love and support, and I give back to you in the form of videos. Whether it's One Piece, other anime, or just fiction in general, in due time I plan on covering it, so be there when I go there. But I feel like I've rambled on long enough, so I jump straight into the video and delve straight into God Valley's power ranking. Now, before I actually do jump into it, I will be doing this from weakest to strongest. Another thing is I'll be only including major players, so do not expect for the number 28 to be in this video. Also, if a character has no feats or portrayal, then I can't rank them properly, but I'll try my best anyway. If they don't have any feats, then obviously I'll use portrayal. If they have feats, then I can put them accordingly. But if they have feats and their portrayal is higher, then I'm also going to put them to where they deserve to be. So, with that being said, I've said everything I need to say. So, why don't we get into the rankings? In the last spot, also known as the 22nd spot, we have Dragon. Now, of all the major players here, it's clear that he is the weakest by far. He's a little baby here. It's like putting the starter pre-time skip Luffy here. So yeah, he has no place on this battlefield, so he is going to take this spot. At the 21st spot, we have Strussen. Now, what does he actually do aside from cook for Big Mom? We don't know. So yeah, the 21st spot is perfect for somebody like him. At the grandiose 20th spot, we have Bogard. And unless he does something next chapter, he genuinely is like one of the most like just nothing burger characters. Like, he has done literally nothing. In the 19th spot, we have Barbell. Yeah, I like who? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother, man. At 18th, we have Stussy. Now, Stussy being here is pretty interesting, as we do know that she is a high commander level character, but we haven't really gotten the specifics outside of her really just taking out Lucci and Kaku off guard. It's clear that she is around their power level, so I'll keep her there, but I don't think she's like properly. I don't think that she would win a full-on 1v1 with them. So yeah, she's strong, but it's God Valley, the strongest of the strong. Coming in at the 17th spot, we have Shaki. Now, Shaki is strong, but just like everybody else that I've said before, well, mainly Stussy, everybody here is very, very strong. So don't take this as me calling Shaki weak. Shaki is very strong from what we could infer, but her portrayal, while being great, isn't something that is going to warrant me putting her over many other great characters that we do have on this list. So yeah, I think that she's pretty strong, but she's just not as powerful as everybody else is. She's no fodder. Remember that, she's no fodder. We all know that she's very strong, but yeah. At 16th, we have the bulk of the Holy Knights. Now, when I say the bulk of the Holy Knights, that excludes Garling, Gunko, and Summers. The Holy Knights have definitely been underwhelming for me and the community, as they have just been getting slapped around. Now, yeah, you can mostly say that is Summers who keeps getting slapped around, but that is by some of the strongest. so I'm gonna cut him some slack here. The rest of them haven't really done anything, and if Summers is getting slapped up by the top tiers like that, and he's meant to be one of the stronger ones, I don't think these guys are gonna do any better. So yeah, I feel as though if they force somebody on their level, they would be very, very scary, but they don't get the opportunity. So yeah, I'm gonna just place him here. Up next, and this is where things do start to get a little mucky on the scaling, but I'm gonna stand on what I believe and say that the 15th spot belongs to Captain John. Now yeah, he does have Kids Devil Fruit, but is it even awakened? If it is, then I'll bump him up a spot or two, but I think here is kind of perfect as his patrol is pretty good, but he hasn't done anything that warrants him to go any higher. So yeah, just know that he is no bum. Being stronger than the bulk of the Holy Knights and everybody else that's below him isn't bad. It's just that there are so many strong people on the island. At 14th is Clarissa, and I put Clarissa here mainly because of the insane betrayal that the Kuja pirates had under her reign, and as her former status implied, she was the strongest, so whatever Shaki was doing with her power, she could do but better. Now we do know that most of Shaki's was lost base, but it doesn't matter because the Kuja pirates were still feared and were iconic in that era. And Clarissa was their main leader, the one that started off, and so the one that was the strongest. So yeah, I think Clarissa being here shouldn't be too surprising. I could see some people having a little pushback because of Captain John and being revealed to have Kids Devil Fruit, but we'll see if he really deserves to be higher up. But yeah, I think Clarissa does deserve the 14th spot here. And yeah, this is a very, very good place for her. In the 13th spot, we have Summers. And yes, Summers is a bum for the most part, but when you look at the people he got slapped up by, you can't really call him a bum for too long. It's by Rayleigh and Gaban, two people who I believe is very far up on this list, so he's no slouch. He just needs to go up against someone who's not a demon per se, or even not a demon, somebody who's just not one of the strongest, you know, someone that's on his level. Maybe we'll then see him actually be a demon like he says he is. So yeah, I think the 13th spot is kind of perfect for Summers. At 12th, we have Kaido. And Kaido is here because of him being portrayed to already be up there with Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Shiki, even if he's a little bit immature. I think if he fought them, he'd get his ass handed to him, but it's more of an experience thing, and them just having grown people's strength, plus him not having a devil fruit, instead of him just being far weaker than them. So yeah, he's mainly here because of the betrayal he got, and yes, that can be used because he's going to be a future king of the sea, but come on, they all said Kaido's a big shot too, so he's definitely up there even at this young of an age, which is very, very impressive. Coming in at 11th, we have Big Mom. Now the gap between Big Mom and Kaido right now, I feel as though is big enough for it to be a diff. That means that it'd be high in my eyes, or even lower depending on who you ask. Now Big Mom being here is no surprise, as she is a demon here. Even with that Garp stuff, you can only go up from where she is right now, and obviously that attack had no advanced conquest Arceus. I just want to say over and over again, but it doesn't really matter because that was more of a patrol feat to show how much of a demon Garp is, and Big Mom was used as that person. So yeah, Big Mom at 11th shouldn't surprise anybody, and she only gets stronger past this point. At 12th, we have Silver Axe, and yes, he wasn't shown in the 4-person spread, but with him being rivals with Shiki, that is enough for me to put him up here. So that's all. He had his betrayal, and yeah, we know that he is super strong, so Silver Axe at 10th shouldn't really surprise anybody. And so occupying both the 9th and 8th spot, we have the Wings, the Pirate King, and they are Rayleigh and Gaban. Now the whole equals thing, I don't really care with Sanji and Zoro, since I mean whatever. But with these two, I definitely feel like they were super close in power. And man, I don't know what it is. I feel like Gabon is more oppressive. And that's mainly because of what he did when he was older. Doing the literal definition of a low diff to a holy knight and planning on taking out another if not for outside interference to a crazy degree. Yeah, these two were straight demons, and I'm even inclined to say that Gabon could be placed higher. Yeah, these two occupying the spot should be a surprise to nobody. We all know that these two have every sort of hockey ability that you would need to be this high, so yeah, these two definitely deserve this spot. Coming in at 7th, we have Shiki. And Shiki is very self-explanatory. His betrayal, this entire flashback, has been that of one of Rox's greater men. And it hasn't been stated otherwise, so he's him. I mean, he even took Garp and Sengoku to take him down. So yeah, I mean, Shiki is just one of those guys where you just can't count out. He is that guy, and will forever be one of those guys. At 6th, we have Garling. And Garling is here for very obvious reasons. He's the father of Shanks and Shamrock, so he's clearly going to be very strong. And he is the clear leader of the Holy Knights. Very clear that he's that guy, and I feel as though Oda has something ready for him even as early as next chapter. So yeah, I like Garling being at 6th. Surprising not a single soul. Moving in to the heaviest of hitters, we have Whitebeard at 5th. And yeah, even though Newgate is one of the younger ones that are meant to be one of the strongest, he's still that guy. And even after he ran away from Garp, he went to go and fight Roger. So yeah, there's nothing to really downplay about Whitebeard, because he's that guy. I think with him running to then fight Roger, it kind of diffuses the whole like, oh, like he couldn't take down Garp. No, it's more the thing where it's like he is trying to get to Shaki. He doesn't want to waste time taking down Garp. It doesn't matter if he has Kaido and Big Mom next to him. Garp is that guy. We're gonna get into Garp later, but Garp is that guy. So you don't want to sit there and fight him. By the time he would have, like, they would have finished up fighting Garp, the island would have probably been decimated by then. There's no point in fighting him. But he doesn't mind fighting Roger. So I mean, it's clear that Whitebeard, he's a heavy hitter. So yeah, no down skills around here. Whitebeard is that guy, and he deserves that 5th spot. In 4th is the big golden boy of that generation, and that's Goldie Roger. He needs no introduction, and I believe right here he's just edging into his prime, unlike Newgate, who I believe needs a few more years in my eyes. So yeah, Roger is him, and we know that he is him because, I mean, his betrayal. We just know that Roger is that guy. That's all I can really say for Roger. He's him. Like, and I think we're going to see something big come out of Roger very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Oda's got something. And so, to the surprise of nobody, at 3rd we have Garp. And the patrol he has gotten since Hachinosu is insane. Oh, and yeah, I do believe he is stronger than Roger at this point in time, as he does state himself that he is in his prime. Like, we saw Garp running straight pockets. And yes, I do believe that when him and Roger clashed earlier on inside the flashback, Roger clearly taking more damage than Garp is, I feel like, an indicator to say that Garp was maturing quicker than Roger was, but then Roger then caught up, and that's when they then became equals. But yeah, nah, Garp has reached his apex here. He's a dog. Like, he is genuinely a dog. Like, there's nothing that you can say to me that can prove otherwise, that Garp here was not in the top 3. Garp is that guy. like genuinely speaking, and it's because of the way Oda's been portraying him, right, even though he hasn't had too many feats, it's the fact that he, portrayal wise, had Whitebeard, Big Mom and Kaido running. That should show you that Garp in his prime was somebody that nobody wanted to tussle with if they had the opportunity to run, aside from Roger, because Roger just wanted to fight him. But that's their gimmick rivalry. But that's how Garp was seen. If you could run from Garp, you would run, because there's no point in fighting him, because you know that even if you do take him down, you're gonna be at death's door, because he's that guy. At second, we have Rox or Davy. Davy doesn't feel right, so I think me and everybody else will stick with Rox. Anybody know him like that? Anyway, to the surprise of nobody, he's here. Killing an admiral as a rookie, and so quickly as well, is insane. That should show you the levels to this. See, the exact same way I was just talking about Garp, and how if you like run into him, you don't want to fight him because he's a pseudo admiral. Yeah, Rox killed an admiral and then went about his day, and it was quick as well. So, oh wait, hold on. Let's also not forget, I'm gonna throw in as well, he was a rookie. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say, being crowned damn near the leader of that generation is insane. His accomplishments, his betrayal, and everything overall makes him a certified demon, so there's no bad mouthing of this GOAT round here. He's clearly the strongest pirate of this specific era, and there's nothing that nobody else is gonna be able to tell me, because he's doing things that people just can't do. I mean, even his betrayal, him rolling up on Emu, that's just stuff that you just don't see. And he got out alive as well. So yeah, there's no bad mouthing of Rox right here, or Davy D Zebek. I'm calling them Rox. Anyway, yeah, second place for him, perfect. And so at first we have Gunko. I know, right? Yes, a Holy Knight is in first place. Gunko. Alright, I'm gonna stop playing the role. Alright, the reason Gunko is here is because it's more of a thing where it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Gunko by themselves isn't stronger than Kaido probably, but with Emu using them as a puppet, they are here, and they will be used as a puppet here, because as I've said countless times now, this is a showcase into what we're gonna get when we return back to Elbaf. So yeah, and I do believe that Gunkmu is the one that eliminates Rox. So that means with no room to deny, undoubtedly, Gunko is the strongest person on God Valley, because the person puppeteering them is Mu. And so yeah, that means that they are the strongest person there. So at first place you have Gunkmu. And with that explanation, I don't think there's a single person that's gonna really care. I think if I just said Gunko anyway, people wouldn't have cared. But it's like, if I didn't say that, it's because Emu's controlling. Yeah, Gunko being at first is like an auto, duh. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I did enjoy making this. I really want to try to see if I can pump this out before the chapter comes out, or before even the leaks come out, because I want to actually nail this and not make people think that I did this while the chapter was coming out, so it's like a fake list. I just want to let you guys know that this is bulk video recording number 5 or 4, one of the two, because I have written up a bunch of videos. I've been sick for a week, and so yeah, I just wanted to get this out. If this video happens, this is happening way before the hints and stuff comes out. So if this video comes out after and my list seems kind of fake, well, my bad. But this is more of a prediction list of what I think it is. I know it's going to be this, but I just want to get this out so I can look back on it and be like, yeah, I told you so. So yeah, anyway, enough of my rambling. I love you all. I shall see you guys in the next video. Good